saw a wide array of different responses, and what we found was the age was very pertinent to which information was received better. So the younger kids, like we did second, third, fourth grade, and sixth grade. And the younger kids were more involved in the lunch challenge, and we could talk specifically about what they had brought for lunch that day and what the cafeteria was serving and how those things impacted our environment. And the older kids were more interested in the transportation angle and the industrial involvement and how their food was made. So since we live rurally, they don't see a lot of the things kids see in bigger cities, but it was easier to apply it to things they could see locally, like climate change. We're experiencing a lot more wind, which we experience differently than you would in a city because there's a big pile of dirt outside where we live from the mine. So that blows the dirt around, and it's just gross. But we could talk about the effect on climate and how that is affecting us every day, and then kind of backtrack into those other areas that piqued their interest, like the transportation and the way the food is packaged, and not to buy things in individual packages. And some of the little ones, their eyes were just like, oh my God, I affected the environment today. And that just even a few kids that can change their choices.
Anytime you can teach kids where their food comes from and how to make important choices about the processing, the production, how far food has to travel, anytime that we can help students connect to their food to help them make positive choices that will impact our environment, I think that's a positive thing. And getting students involved young is critical to helping address these challenges.
I'm just thankful to be part of it. It was an eye-opening experience. I'm glad to see any type of program that includes agriculture and involves climate change and the environment and sustainability. I think that's so needed right now within our school system. So
that it was a pleasure to do that program with my community as something that will actually have an impact, hopefully, that we can see and experience. And I think we'll continue to deliver it because the message is important. And again, that impact is something that the kids can feel that they have made a difference, and that's how we're going to actually make a difference.
And the thing is with the individuals and families, the AIE experience did a nice job of breaking it into individuals and families, agriculture, business, and industry. But some of our older kids and even some of our teen leaders brought up the point that we as individuals and families, maybe we don't own a business or we don't own an agricultural industry, but we make choices as to what businesses and industries we're going to support, where we're going to spend our dollars, and where in agriculture our food is coming from. So we as individuals and families have an influence over all three of those vectors. I think it was a great program. It was put together well. The training was offered so that we were prepared to teach our team leaders, the facilitator guide, everything. And it made it possible, it wasn't that difficult to do it virtually. All but one of the presentations that we did in Yavapai County were done virtually. And the kids got still excited about it, being able to choose from the pictures of the lunch items and then seeing how they did. So it made it it was very adaptable.